Hi everyone, welcome to all. I am Sajita, I Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Engineering Department, Jyoti Engineering College. Today we are going to discuss a very important concept in C language, that is pointer. So our topic is Introduction to Pointers in C Programming. So actually the pointer is one of the most important as well as a tricky concept in the programming language. The people thinking that the pointer concept is very hard, I say it is wrong. If you are perfect in the previous concepts such as data types, operators, arrays, structures, etc., it is very easy to study the pointers. And working with pointers is used to access an information from a particular memory location. So if memory is not there, storage of data, accessing data, processing of data is not there, then what is the use of programming languages? No use, isn't it? So that much importance is for the pointers. So now let us see what is a pointer is. And today in this lecture, I want to explain what is a pointer and pointer declaration, initialization, and accessing of data using pointer. So let us see what is a pointer is. So what is a pointer? A pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. A pointer is a variable that stores the address of another variable. Don't be confused. Let us see one by one. So a pointer is a like a normal variable, but this pointer variable can store only the address of another variable. So what are the features of the pointer variable? A pointer saves memory space. Execution time with the pointer is faster because data is manipulated with the address. That is, here the direct access to memory location. The memory is accessed efficiently with the pointer. That is, dynamically memory is allocated and deallocated. It means we can allocate memory dynamically by using the pointer concept. And pointers are used with the data structures. So these are the features of pointers. Because of all these features, we are using pointers in programming languages. So what is the pointer declaration? So here the syntax of pointer declaration, that is data type space pointer variable semicolon. This is the syntax of pointer declaration. Then let us see an example for pointer declaration. Data type int star ptr. Here ptr is a pointer variable which points to an integer type data. So this pointer is an integer pointer. If this pointer is pointing to a floating point type data, then we have to declare float star ptr. That means the type of the pointer will be same as the type of the data or type of the address that it can store. So PTR is a pointer variable that holds the address of another integer variable. So here you can see that suppose if the compiler is executing this line of statement, then the memory will be allocated like this. PTR is a variable for this particular memory location. PTR is a name for this particular memory location and the address of this PTR is 5000. So next is initialization of pointer variable. How we can initialize a pointer variable? That means how we can store a data inside the pointer variable. So address operator ampersand is used to initialize a pointer variable. This symbol is known as the ampersand sign and it indicates the address of a particular variable. So let us see an example for that. Int qty is equal to 175. Then the memory will be allocated for this qty variable and the memory address is 5000 and the data stored in this memory variable is 175. Then int star ptr. So the memory will be allocated for this ptr variable and the address is 5048. In the next line, ptr is equal to ampersand qty. Then what happens is that the address of the variable qty, that is 5000, will be assigned to this ptr variable. So this pointer variable contains the address of this qty, that is 5000. So ptr is a pointer variable which contains the address of a particular data or particular variable. So this is an example variable value address. So qty is the variable, value is 175 and address is 5000. Here PTR is a variable, pointer variable, and the value is 5000 and address is 5048. Then accessing a variable through its pointer. Then by using a pointer, how we can access a variable? To access the value of the variable, indirection operator star is used. So star is known as the indirection operator. So in order to access the variable or value of the variable, we can use the indirection operator star. So let us see an example again. Int qty is equal to 175, int star ptr, int n. So the memory will be allocated for qty, ptr and n. Then ptr is equal to ampersand qty. That means this ptr variable contains the address of this qty, that's 5000. Then n is equal to star ptr, means this n contains the content of this location. PTR contains the address 5000 and star PTR means the content of this location 5000, that is 175. So we are assigning star PTR, that is the content of the location 5000, that is 175 inside this variable n. So n contains the content data of this particular address. Then what is a null pointer? So consider the statement PTR is equal to null. So the null is the keyword. It is same as the value, integer value 0. So PTR is not pointing to anything. Here the PTR pointer variable is not pointing to anything. So this PTR is known as the null PTR, null pointer. Whenever we write null, the compiler converts the value to 0. Numerical value of null is 0. So that this type of statement, if ptr is equal to 0 and if ptr equal to null, both are same because null is equivalent to the numerical value 0. So what is a null pointer? A null pointer is a pointer which points to anything or which points to nothing. So pointers and arrays. By using pointer, we can access the array elements. What is an array? An array is a group of elements sharing the common name. Array is a group of elements share the common name. So pointer means pointer is a variable which contain address of another variable. So we can make use of this pointer in order to point the array elements. So how it is possible? So what is the base address or starting address? The base address or starting address of an array is the location of the first element. Suppose we are declaring int a of 5, this a contains the base address or starting address, or a of 0, the address of a of 0 is the base address. So int a of 5 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 means a of 0 contains 10, a of 1 contains 20, a of 2 contains 30, like that. So there are 5 elements are stored in array A of 5. So this array name itself address, base address. So A contains the address of this, starting address of this array A of 5. So here you can see a tabular representation of this previous statements. So A of 0 contains value 10, A of 1 20, A of 2 30, A of 3 40, A of 4 50. Then what is the address of this A of 0? The address of A of 0 is 1000, A of 1 is 1000, 1002, 1004, 1006, 1008. Then here A is the same as ampersand A of 0. Then A of 0 is the first location. We know that the array index starts with 0. So A of 0 is the first element. So ampersand A of 0 is the address of the first element. And here A is same as ampersand A of 0. Next, int star p. That means p is an integer pointer. Then p is equal to a means we are assigning the base address into this pointer variable or starting address into this pointer variable p. If p is declared as integer pointer, then the array a can be pointed by p is equal to a. Pointer always holds address of another variable that we already knows. Next is every value of A can be accessed by using P++. That means P contains the base address of the array, starting address of the array or the address of the starting element. So we can access every element, subsequent elements of the array by using P++. By incrementing the pointer, we can access all the elements of the array. So, and We have to increment the pointers to go to next location. So p is equal to ampersand a of 0, then p plus 1 indicates ampersand a of 1, p plus 2 indicates ampersand a of 2. So the length of the data type is the scale factor. So what is the scale factor? The length of the data type is the scale factor. Here the array is an integer array. So the scale factor is 2. That's why the address is incremented by 2. Since it is an integer array, if the p plus plus the point if the pointer increment by 1, then it increments by 2 locations because the integer variable contains 2 bytes. The integer variable means 2 bytes. If it is a floating point type array, then the scale factor will be 4. Then the difference between each location will be 4 bytes. So 1000 after 1000 it will be 1004. So that is the difference. That is the scale factor. Actually, the scale factor is the length of the data type. That is the scale factor. Then scale factor of int is 2 bytes. Scale factor of float is 4 bytes. Okay. The relationship between p and a is p is equal to ampersand a of 0. That's the relationship between the pointer and the array name. So p is a pointer which holds base address of the array that we know. So this is the graphical representation, that is a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, a of 4. These are the array elements. Then these are the address 1000, 1002, 1004, 1006, 1008. So first of all, a of 0, address of a of 0 will be assigned to this p. Then so p plus 1 indicates the next element, then p plus 2 indicates the third element, the p plus 3 indicates the fourth element, the p plus 4 indicates the fifth element. So here p is a pointer variable. So that is the difference between accessing the array elements by using index and pointer variable. If you are using index to access the array elements, we can give like this: a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, because index starts with 0. Array index always starts with 0. And if you are using pointer variable in order to access the array elements, then what we have to do is that we have to assign the base address first inside this pointer variable. Then by incrementing by 1 subsequent access, we can access the subsequent elements from this array. So next, accessing array elements using pointer. Instead of using array indexing, pointer can be used to access the array. So p plus 3 is same as ampersand a of 3. Then how we can access the array elements using the pointer? How we can access the data from a particular location by using the pointer? So star p plus 3. Consider this statement star p plus 3. So p plus 3 is address of a of 3. P plus 3 is the address of A of 3. So the star indirection operator is used in order to access the data or value from this particular location. So star P plus 3 means the value of A of 3. So this is the meaning of star P plus 3. So how we can access the array elements by using pointer? By using indirection operator, we can access the array elements by using pointer. Star P plus 1 means we can access the element from A of 1. Star P plus 2 means we can access the element from A of 2. Like that. So the general equation is A of I is equal to star P plus I, the value of A of I. So here we can see a program, an example. So this example is just for reading an array of elements, 5 elements into an array. And by using the pointer, we can read or access the elements from that array. So let me explain this program. Hash include stdio dot is main program. Here in the A of 5, in the star pp is an integer pointer and I is an integer variable. Then printf enter 5 elements or 5 numbers. Then by using this for loop, we can access the 5 elements into this array. Scanf percentage d ampersand a of I. That means the first element will go to a of 0. Next element a of 1, a of 2, a of 3. Like that a of 4. Up to a of 4, we can store the 5 elements. Then next statement p is equal to ampersand a of 0. What is p? P is an integer pointer and we are assigning the address of the first element into this pointer variable. Then printf elements of array are. Then we want to print all the elements from the array by using this pointer variable p. So for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, printf percentage d star p plus I. So p plus I means address, the location, and star p plus I means the content of that particular location. So star p plus 0, first element, star p plus 1, second element, star p plus 2, third element. So after execution, we can see that whenever we execute this program, the output will be like this: enter five numbers, and we are giving five numbers, and the result is elements of array are. By using pointers, we are accessing all these five elements from the array. So the output is this one. So these are about the pointers, introduction to pointers. Thank you.